We're on. Alden?
All right, call the meeting to order. All four selectmen are present. Could we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, amendments to the agenda. You wanted to add an H2, how about that?
Do you want to discuss it, or do you want to just add it to the correspondence?
No, we can just, unless anybody has an objection, just want to,
No, absolutely not.
just add it to the correspondence.
What is it?
Mrs. White used to run the library, term school for, I don't know how many, a lot of years.
20 somewhere.
Yeah, passed away.
Thank you.
Any other amendments? Public comment? All right, I'll take a motion on the consent agenda.
Move we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Moving to second, we accept the consent agenda as accepted. Any more discussion? All in favor?
That's it.
No.
Sorry, Patty.
Okay.
She came
All
to
right.
answer any questions you guys might have about the historic district appointments, but
Which one is that? That is,
Martha Lou.
skip down to that one?
F.
Yes,
Seth and Chelsea.
yep, yeah, we can skip right down to that if you want.
Well, I'm just here if you had any questions. Basically, we have a position open on the commission, and Seth Koenig used to be on the commission, and he's back from Afghanistan and would like to be on again. And kind of in order to do that, Chelsea Stewart Wallace, who's about to have a baby and a lot on her plate, is on the commission now, and she's going to move to an alternate, and Seth will be a regular member as long as you guys approve it. And then we'll have a full commission.
Okay, and we have one resignation as well.
That's Russ from the Conservation Commission. It's a
Oh, it
different,
is?
yeah.
Oh, yes, it is, okay. I had it all highlighted in the same spot. Okay, I'll take a motion on
If
those.
you had any questions, that was-
You already approved it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did, didn't we? Yeah, okay, sorry.
It's all done.
That's all done, so we just gotta sign off on that then, yep. And, the other one is the Rush Jalbert resignation.
Mr. Jabot.
Rush Jabro.
Chabot, yep.
Yeah. Does he, that's right, he lives up on the Stockport Road, yeah, that's the tall guy.
He's been doing it a long
Yeah,
time.
40 years it says.
Yeah.
So I guess we will accept his resignation with regret. 40 years he's been involved with it, it says. 15 years on the Conservation Commission.
He was head of the planning board for many years.
Was he?
Is the letter from the Durham Community School, is that part of correspondence?
Yeah, it's just,
Somebody said
I'm just giving it to you. If you guys wanted to
Yes.
talk about it, you could take it out of the,
So it's not actually in, or,
you're not approving anything, you're just approving that you're getting the correspondence.
oh, okay.
Right.
So when do we talk about whether we do anything or not, and
You
likely
could
not, and
pull it out
sending
if
a
you want and
response.
talk about it.
Okay. Well, we already approved it, so we can,
Well, you just approved that you received it,
Right.
really.
okay.
Does the town normally give to the school, or
I don't think we have a budget for that, right?
No.
No.
I
We
just,
haven't in the past.
that's what?
I just want to
Right.
send them a response, say, this is, good luck, yada, 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 but the town doesn't actually have a donations fund, other than what we approved at town meeting.
Right.
Yeah, just send a, a polite response letter or something.
Do you want Ruth to make one of them up and send it?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna give it to you.
All right, and I did mention that Mrs. White that used to run the library, the school has passed away. She ran that for, well, long as I can remember. All right, action and discussion items. Let's skip A for a second to see if,
Don't know. If
What's
you said you didn't know if Tim was coming or not.
no, he called me, but he wasn't sure if he was gonna, he had something else he was committed to, he didn't know if he'd get done in time. Maybe we can put that one on the third one and give him a few more minutes just in case. Let's take up B. You want to talk about that anymore, the goals, where we want to go from here?
Yeah, I was, I think that meeting the workshop we had was a good first step to kind of brainstorm and put a bunch of ideas out there, but typically with a goal setting type of action, we actually would pick, 2, 3, whatever from this list and kind of, come up with some sort of an action plan for it and, go from there. I just didn't, want to bring up what's the next step in kind of establishing some larger, longer term goals for this year.
Do you want to establish, I don't have that list right in front of me, do you want to establish off that list a couple to work on and then set another workshop, or right now, or do you want to just set another workshop and look at it from there?
I think we should set another workshop and it's not urgent. Maybe we even wait till the elections until we have
Yeah, that's a good idea.
our fifth member.
Yeah.
And it's only, it's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
And that we can, and that person may have something else to add to the equation, but I think the goal to come out of the next workshop would be, okay, here's the X number of goals that we're gonna work on by next town meeting, and then come up with a plan to actually, make progress on it.
Yep. Any objections to that? Okay. All right. Ruth has a new compliment complaint suggestion form that she'd like to
I
run.
don't even see compliment as an option on the top of this form.
There wasn't before. Now there is.
Oh, okay, there we go.
But we actually have had some, so it kind of makes sense to
Yeah.
give them the option. You got one of these? You got a copy of one of these?
I have it online.
So is this just a sample, or are we actually talking about this
That's
specific
what
complaint tonight?
well, that's just for your knowledge,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
because I don't know if this was practiced before, but I think that you guys should know about any complaints that we
Oh,
receive.
yeah,
so-
absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's why we've been copying them all and
So this
putting
is
them
a
in your
recent one.
boxes. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
recent one.
Okay, all right.
Which is that's the one that I've already.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
one
okay.
you've already gotten, yes.
You responded? on
Yeah, I
that?
did. I
Okay.
responded to Calvin and to the guy on there and talked with them both, and Calvin was gonna call and explain better in detail what he thought we would try to do, so.
Yes.
He was gonna try to come tonight, but he's got some health issues a little bit, so he didn't know if he could make it, so.
Was that, is that this one here?
No, that's,
That's another one?
no, well, it's probably part of the same one. yes.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah, same one.
Yeah.
Anything we wanna add or subtract to this new form? Kinda looks like it covers everything it did before, except for the compliment part, so.
Pretty much.
And
Maybe the resolute on the bottom, whatever.
is that what this, yeah, responded and then action taken? That's what this is, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
How it was followed up on, yep.
Yeah.
And is there some kind of filing system for these so that if down the road, somebody, hey, I never heard anything back, and well, we pull it out and says, well, this is what we did.
Right.
We usually keep the original here and give a copy to whichever department head it pertains to. Usually Calvin, poor guy.
And if he's added whatever comments on there, get us back a copy, we'll put it in that file, so.
Yeah, we haven't in the past, but I think we need to start doing that, because I think that we need to be able to track down the,
Well, it's easier if they come in and ask the question here, if we have that, as opposed to trying to chase down one of the department heads, so.
If somebody calls on the phone, do you fill this out as the
we have
talking
not
with
in the
them on
past,
phone?
but it might be something that's worth
That might be
doing.
a good practice to, if they call on the phone, to kind of,
Kind of encourage them to come in and do it, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be preferable, certainly.
because sometimes if they call on the phone and they don't come in and do it, sometimes it's not that big. maybe.
Is this gonna be a PDF on our new super duper website that they could email to us?
Yes.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, and if I can figure out how to do, if you know how to do the ones where you can like fill it in,
Yeah,
I
rewrite.
don't know how to do that. That's,
Richard?
It depends on which, you can open it, it depends on really the person, like if you can open it up in like DocuShare or things, it depends on how you open it, if you can edit it.
Because right now it's just a PDF, so you basically have to print
You
it.
get it.
Yeah,
Right now.
there is a PDF that you can, I can ask, my bank uses it, I'll ask them how they do it.
Well, I could ask.
I wouldn't hold off on just putting the regular PDF on there.
Oh, no,
You
no,
know,
not
just-
at all.
It's okay, you know, to have
Yeah, they can handwrite it.
have projects at work, we always talk about crawl, walk, run. It's okay if we crawl first.
So, just for clarification, if and when we get a concern via email, I know that we've all get them on time to time, should we just direct them to this form rather than even taking any approach?
Good question.
Actually, I think, I'd like to see the written form.
Right.
Yeah, I think we should direct them to that. I mean, if you happen to catch up with them on the street, you're probably not gonna have the form, and you might not remember everything they said, so if they could at least fill it out so we remember what they were talking
But if
about.
there's an email, you could just print the email and attach it to the form.
So
Yeah.
so when they email the selectmen, should we just give that to you and you select it to the form, and then we will discuss at a up and coming, how do those get, I guess that's my real question is.
It's a
We've
good
gotten a couple in
question.
the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm sure, obviously, we all got them.
Yeah.
What's the proper way of handling those, and how are we just forwarding these off to Calvin, or are we forwarding?
We should all have a copy of it, and we should ship it off to the department head, and we should, I don't know in the past if we've actually set a time frame for some of that stuff. I know potholes has a legal time frame.
Sure.
But we should probably request within whatever time, within a week or so, or a correspondence back, so we know that it's been followed up on.
Okay.
Yeah, and probably not every complaint is calling for an action on.
Right.
Like, you know, maybe, I don't like that the lines in the road are yellow instead of blue, you know, like, I mean, okay,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, there's probably some that are actionable and some that aren't, so.
Yeah, no, I just,
Yeah.
no, I was just curious what the protocol is when you get
Yeah, I
more
think that's.
or
I
less.
don't think
You
there's,
know
a-
what,
Yeah.
how we handle those.
I don't think there's ever been a
Yeah, just don't let them
protocol.
go out in outer space.
Beg your pardon?
I don't think there's ever been a protocol per se. So
Well,
I
I
think
just-
it's actually a good thing you guys are discussing it.
I didn't want to reply to the guy or gal that might have made a,
It feels like if somebody sends us, you know, an email with a complaint, especially if it's just to one of us, that we should forward it on, you know, either just to Ruth for distribution to the others, or we do that on our own or something.
I would forward it to her, so she's aware of it too, that she
Yeah.
can send it out, yeah.
And then we can act on it as a
Yeah.
board if we need to.
so in regards to those, this is my final question. In regards when we get those emails as a board, like I think one came in last week or this week or so, when are those, when do we take action on those? When do we discuss them as
The next
the panel
meeting.
for
Yeah.
say?
Well, actually
Schedule
Calvin
those in.
should be able to give us that information. We should be able to get that information from him before we even ask.
Okay.
Maybe he can give it to Ruth and should be able to find it. Either you guys got the email, I got the rock and chisel, so one way or the other, we'll get that.
I responded to one online just the other day.
Yeah.
It was Monday morning, Sunday night and Monday morning. And I just asked Calvin what we were doing about it and responded to her directly, I guess.
Yeah. Because the one that I
Sometimes
called,
it's just a question,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
just
Really
looking for
minor.
information, right?
Yeah, why wasn't the grass mowed?
Oh, right, I saw that one, yeah.
well, and did you forward that one to Ruth?
I'm probably, yeah, you won?
They were talking about it I know, Shannon was talking about it today because it was on the Facebook
The
page.
All Things
that-
Durham page.
All
Yeah.
things Durham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I should respond to anything on there. What do you guys think?
probably best not to.
No. That's not really it's not our
Something
website.
trivial, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is minor.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
that's,
you know-
all she wanted to know was why it wasn't.
I thought it was harmless. I thought it was just,
I thought it was
it's a
harmless.
simple question with a simple answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
As long as
Constituent
we go any
served.
further
There you
than
go.
that.
yeah, I think if you can do that without a lot of detail, I think it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, any more?
So I need you guys to accept this if it's okay.
I move we accept the new
Yeah.
format of the compliment complaint and suggestion form.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved to second that we accept the new compliment complaint suggestion form. Any more discussion? All in favor? got that taken care of. And we put, the Pownell Durham Road Commissioner down on the third line, and Tim showed up, so,
Perfect timing.
we would have already done it, but I moved it down the hill just in case she was able to make it, so. Calvin's not here, so, I mean, if you wanna
Okay.
comment on it at this point,
I just wanted to open it up to a question to the board.
Do you want to sit up at the mic so people can see you
Not
and
really.
hear you?
Since we're gonna be hiring our own and our fiscal year doesn't end until July 1st, it might take some time to hire a road commissioner. So we've been talking amongst our board members and wanted to know if you had any ideas about maybe going on a month-to-month basis as you know, subbing out your road commissioner to us. You know, kind of the same amount that we're paying right now, or whatever, you know, if you're gonna, whatever raises you put in there or whatever, so. I don't know what you have planned already, and if you haven't planned anything yet, I'm just kind of throwing that out there as an opportunity.
well, we've kind of thrashed around a couple different things, but we haven't made any decisions yet. We had, hoping to talk with Calvin a little bit about that tonight if he's able to make it, so, I kind of want his input on it. Or I think, at least I'd like to have his input on it before we make a
Absolutely,
final
yeah.
decision on how that goes. I think you said something about maybe up till September possibly?
Well, yeah, I mean, it all depends on how long it takes us to find somebody to hire. If you're looking at the classifieds in MMA right now, you see there's a bunch of repeat applications or, you know, want sections out there for people to hire people. So we're kind of looking at that thinking, you know, it might be a little while before we can actually hire somebody, so. But we need somebody going into winter because we need another driver going into winter.
Right.
So we at least need to hire, you know, by fall, we would hope to have somebody on board.
Okay.
So not exactly sure how long it's gonna take to find the right person.
Okay. Any questions?
No questions? No, we're gonna wait till we hear from Calvin and
Yeah.
then discuss it?
Yeah, that's what I think, I want to get his input on it, see where he's at with it
Sure.
right now, so.
Okay,
And as soon as we make that decision, we'll have Ruth let you know what we've decided.
okay, sounds good. All right, I wanted to throw it out there earlier, we were gonna have a joint meeting, but that kind of
Yeah.
got missed, so.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about that somehow. I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah, we probably should have one still.
Yeah, I'm not sure where, you know, the scale is on
yeah, we need to look at that
money
as well.
and work.
Maybe Ruth can set that up.
Sure.
You guys meet next week, right?
Yes,
On Monday.
on Monday. The 5th, and then we won't meet again, I think, until the end of the month. Our town meeting's on the 19th, so that's a regular meeting night, so.
Would next Thursday be a good time for anybody? Kind of probably ought to try to get that in before your town meeting, just so we
Thursday,
know where we
June
stand.
8th
June 8th?
is Thursday, not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after,
Right.
you're right.
June 6th,
June 8th,
June 8th,
Thursday?
Thursday is June 8th.
6th
Oh,
Tuesday.
yep, I'm in July, sorry. Summer's going right by.
It is.
Does that work
Comes Calvin.
for you, Todd? Rich?
I'm not sure on the June 8th thing.
As of right now, it's okay for me.
A Thursday's bad, Rich?
If it's good for everybody, I'll try to make it work. To be honest with you, I can see if I can make it work. It's not an issue.
What time? What time's good for you guys?
6:30 or 7, that's fine.
Do you want to try for 6? Anybody? Do you want?
6 would be preferable.
That's fine with me.
6 work for you, Todd?
Yeah.
Will that work for you guys, do you think?
I can ask.
Okay.
I'll run it by the board.
Yep.
In Pownell?
You want to have it in Pownell or here?
What,
Doesn't make any difference to me.
Where was we supposed to have it last time? In Pownell,
Pownell, I think, because we had the last one here.
Okay, yeah, so we could have it over there.
Okay,
That works for you?
okay.
Let Ruth know if that works for all you guys, and she'll send it out, and let us know.
Ruth, can you send us an email so I remember to do that? Okay.
All right, thanks.
you.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, town administrator.
Just a reminder, I will be gone July 8th to July 22nd. And I will be gone on vacation from July 8th until July 22nd. And won't be available to come to the office. You can call me on the phone.
We got a meeting on the 13th.
Pam will have to come.
She's aware of that we'd like to.
She will be.
We would like to have her presence if we could. Okay.
And then, cross my fingers, I'm hoping to get the website up and running on Monday. So if you guys have lots of extra time, you're welcome to go on the website and, scroll through everything and, email me if you find any links that don't work, or if you think there's anything on there that needs to be replaced or added, or, obviously we're gonna add and adjust things after we put the website up too, but, anything you guys have to put input. Rich, you're frowning.
Oh, no, I was just reading something, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. June
Getting-
5th is our,
I think I'm getting headed towards the glasses thing is what it really gets down to here.
June 5th is our, yeah.
Yeah, I think I read that in your email.
Yeah.
I actually did look at all the emails.
I did, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Remember, if it's important, call me, because I'm not an everyday email guy.
Most of the stuff is not so important that I have to call you. And I think that's really about it for me for tonight.
Is it? Okay. Kelvin, you here? What do you have for us?
So we had discussed about the culvert grant, and so I called the engineer, and this was his logic. He put it on this, so this is his reasoning, why he feels we should get $100,000. Because he is just concerned that if something unforeseen comes up, that we have to go back to the town with more money, it would be not well received. So he's saying, if we don't use it, you can always put it back in the capital fund, or, which I'm sure you would do anyway. But if it doesn't get used, we just go back into the fund it came from. So this was his, if you read his first paragraph there in his breakdown, if you look at his second page, the 276, well, he's got 266 and construction engineering, and that's the breakdown on the second page. But
Wow. Thinks that costs that much, huh?
But it may be cheaper. We just don't know. We won't know until it goes out to bid, and it might come in. Hopefully it comes in at. We only have maybe we only got to have 30,000. I don't. So I guess what I'm saying to you is, this is what I have, and how you want to proceed is. Do you want to wait until it goes out? Well, really, can't put it out to bid unless you put it out to bid subject to special town meeting and approval, and then you're not going to get people really excited about bidding, getting too serious about bidding a job that they don't know is going to
Actually happen, right?
Do we have all the plans back, Calvin?
No. He's working on them today, and
What's the ETA on those?
oh, I would hope to have them by next meeting.
Okay.
I mean, I have a preliminary set I don't have with me, but
Oh,
I
that's
give
fine,
them
that's
board back. I mean, he knows what it's gonna be, he's just waiting to get, he sent it out to some other engineering department to get some figures, get their figures back. And so, they, that's,
Figures just out of respect to cost or
No.
respect to just engineering figures?
engineering figures, so that he knows what the final cost is gonna be. The company is putting the final numbers on it, so. That's-
So,
So this is the reasoning behind this. So if you want to wait another couple of weeks and see if he's not convinced that he's gonna have a better answer for us in a couple of weeks is all he's saying. He likes that $100,000 figure.
So, as far as timing, we're essentially waiting for the board to agree on a figure to ask in a special town meeting, and then we'll schedule a special town meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of inclined to go with the recommended amount, just because, granted, if something should come in higher, it's tough to go back and ask for more, no matter what it
Yeah.
is, so.
I mean, that would be the third time back to the well
Yes.
in a year.
Not the second.
Yeah,
So,
so,
So he's adding a $25,000 contingency just because he says, just to have, in case something comes up, we find out that we have unsuitable base or something that needs to be.
I'd have to go deeper with the
Yeah,
footing.
we're gonna have to do some type of piling or something, or preload, or, so he just says, he just would feel comfortable doing this.
I feel comfortable with that number.
I mean, he says, you're gonna get it all back, whatever we don't use. I mean, hopefully we don't, maybe we don't need 20,000, I don't know.
and it goes to just straight undesignated, not necessarily to capital reserve, or it goes to capital reserve?
Well, the money's coming, well, supposedly what we had talked about was the money would come out of the Public Works Capital Reserve account.
Ah, okay.
And so I
whatever,
would suspect that, it should go back into the
Yep.
capital
Right.
reserve.
If that's where it's
whatever's
coming
left
from,
over,
sure.
yeah.
And we have that much? Do we have enough?
Yeah,
okay. There was, I think, almost 400,000.
329,000, I
Oh,
think,
329.
yeah.
So whatever doesn't get used, will go right back.
So
Was
do we
that
want-
after asphalt on
Well, so wait a minute, why,
Wait a minute, yeah.
so we're not actually,
That's correct.
we're not assessing another,
No, we're not raising it,
oh, okay, this
Right.
is to.
just gonna
This is to
appropriate.
Use the money.
Right.
Okay, yeah,
Just asking the town's permission to spend it.
Right.
right, if needed,
If it's
right.
going back, just
Right.
It's in the
It doesn't really
capital.
matter, it doesn't really matter.
buck and a quarter, buck and a half, I
Right.
mean, just
It's
make
all
sure we're
going-
covered so we don't have to redo it again.
It's all going back in there, so.
Right.
Do we want to get the bids out and get the bid figures back before we do that? Well, we're not really raising it, it's just approving it.
Yeah, but
It's gonna be hard to get bids.
Yeah, I guess it would be if I hate to.
Especially like as tight as it seems the
Yeah.
industry is this year in terms of availability of contractors and stuff.
No, I think I misunderstood last time. I thought we were gonna ask for more money from the town to make this project.
Oh, no.
I didn't get the fact that it was coming out of this.
Right, no, we're
So
not.
if the
yeah.
money's allocated, not allocated, wrong word, if the money's already there, we're
It
not,
doesn't matter.
I say throw another 10 grand on there.
So to come out of the capital fund account, we have to have approval from the
yes,
town
you have to have a special town
to
meeting.
appropriate that money to,
For
what
approval.
was it appropriated for before?
It hasn't been
Nothing.
appropriated.
It's in the reserve account. You have to have permission to spend the money in the reserve account. It's just like,
Money's there, we can't use.
It's kinda like
Right.
rainy day money.
That's why I tell
Really?
people.
No.
Something like this comes up.
Right,
And it doesn't-
that's right. That's why I tell people, it's not the selectmen's budget, it's not the budget committee's budget.
Right.
It's the townspeople's.
So the money we have in there, is that part of money we need to asphalt Rabbit? I know we've already done that, that's all paid for?
Yeah, that was out of that bond,
was-
that was out of a separate bond.
Okay, that wasn't part of the capital.
Right.
Okay.
the only thing it would take from is if we had to spend like 100,000 or so, it puts whatever savings plan towards a future new truck back, sets that back 100 grand or whatever it ends up being,
If we physically had to use that.
if we had to use it, right?
But we'd have to get that approved anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can't spend any money without an approval of the town.
It's no fun, huh?
The Eureka Center a couple of years ago couldn't take $500 out of their
Now I-
30,000 whatever,
now I
or
see.
$3,000 fund
Yeah.
to buy a stove without town permission to do it.
Yeah.
So it's,
Now I see what, yeah.
Yeah.
There are certain instances where you can meet with the budget committee to move some money around, but I can't remember what those are, but.
As far as I know, there's only
It's-
two accounts that you can overspend in, winter roads and general assistance.
Right, and it's
well, there was
5/12.
when we did the repair on the Eureka Center, that was just last year, right? The
Yeah, that was an
foundation
emergency
repair?
fund.
Yep, that was the emergency fund,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and we replaced
And
that
then we
money.
replaced it with
Right.
another warrant the next town meeting.
Yeah.
I see.
I think really the only question is, do we want 100 or do we want a little bit more? Or are we good with 100?
He seems content with 100.
I would defer to the experts on that. I have no idea.
That's what,
I just don't know how hard it is to go back.
Right,
You
yeah.
guys do, that's why I'm
That's
asking.
why he wants the 100. He's just says he want to be safe, so.
I don't think we want to get it out to bid and get them going, because we
Right.
get
Oh, yeah,
too,
absolutely.
if we get too late in the year,
so we have to have so many days, we have to post this for a special town meeting.
10 days.
10 days. So we want to, if we're gonna get this approved before we put it out to bid, then we ought to do that right off.
Right,
What is-
so
What is the special meeting we got coming up for the?
that's a special election, it's not the
Yeah,
same thing.
yeah, that's-
Two different
That's
things.
Not an actual
Yeah.
meeting.
That's basically just gonna go vote at that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a separate meeting?
There's gonna be a separate, it's just
Nothing
gonna be
else
a
on the
meeting on the
agenda.
one warrant item, and that's gonna be it.
Calvin, is this an easy one when we go before the town to say, hey, we have to do this because of X?
Well, yeah,
We don't have a
the
reason,
The road's collapsing, yeah.
Right. so it's a, there's no, hey, you know, we could maybe get another 20 years, or we could maybe, this is has to
I
get
think
done.
the narrative is, we've got grants to
Yeah.
cover most of the
Most of the
work,
house,
right.
but we need to have availability to some funds in case the job is a little bit more involved than we thought it was, and it's money that's already in reserve, we're not raising additional tax revenue for it. And
Correct.
it's a safety, it's a cushion, a safety valve.
The state's gonna give us $200,000 to fix it, so,
Right.
and maybe it'll be 250, you know, so we'll be kicking in 50,000, I don't know, you know, it'd be, he's just saying go for 100, and then if we don't use it, we can.
Sure,
And it just stays right in the account.
here we go.
Yeah.
so there's no set amount that the state's gonna give us?
200,000, well, 190.
The 190.
190,000.
Okay,
95 for
190.
each, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And they're
I
not
thought
matching
you-
grants, you just need to put in whatever extra that it costs.
Right. Which is abnormal to get two. Usually we're lucky if we get one. So I don't know how we was good luck.
Probably
Call
speaks
to
to
the
how bad the
government.
situation is over there.
Hopefully we haven't used up all our,
Cloud.
yeah.
So for the next meeting, I can put together a warrant for you guys to sign. And then we can probably,
You wanna do it on a Monday night?
yeah, we could do it on a Monday night if you guys wanted to.
Oh, the actual meeting?
The actual, yeah.
Do we need to find out if the,
Shannon had,
does she check on building availability and all that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you can put all that together and
Yeah,
come up with a date,
okay.
and we'll. Okay, so do we need a motion on that recommended amount? Or we don't need, or, we
No,
don't need, we'll
because
put
I'll
it on
just
the
do
warrant.
We're gonna
and then
vote on the warrant,
You guys
right?
will vote and sign the warrant.
Okay. So everybody good to go with that?
Good with that.
All right. Anything else at this minute?
Yep, met with All States this afternoon for about 3 hours to go over Bowie Hill Road. And so I have enough to do Bowie Hill Road. 2,500 feet. That'll get us from Davis down to Mike Cott's pit, pretty much, pretty close within, it'll get us through the bad section.
When you say
With what?
do Bowie Hill Road, are you talking rebuild or
No,
what are we
it'll be,
talking?
Well, we're still going back and forth, but either way we go, we'll have enough money. We've gone back and forth with whether to do, we've talked about 3 inches of PM wrap, which is the stuff they're taking off from 295. DOT uses it. It's getting hard to find because DOT is using it to put down, it's a high-quality product that first had to pass the specs for DOT, and then it had to pass their inspections after it was down, and so it's a high-quality product that's all virgin material with aggregate, it's not mixed with reclaim or any of that, so it's 3 inches, and then they take it and they, whatever the process is, to turn it back into asphalt. And they liquefy it, and so we'd be talking 3 inches of that structurally sound material, which is more structural than a cold mix. 3 inches of that, and then chip seal, double chip seal on top of it was one scenario, and then we were just talking with engineers, and they thought, well, maybe we do 1.5 inches of the PM wrap, and then 1.5 inches of cold mix, and then chip seal. But no matter which way I go, I can make it happen. I can make it happen to fit in our current budget.
Is that utilizing funds from, that you had earmarked for Cedar Pond?
Nope, we'll be able to still continue all of Cedar Pond, which I thought we were gonna have to cut short to make it happen, but
Right, that's what you were saying the other day.
we can make all of Cedar Pond, everything we currently have on the books, I can fit Bowie Hill in there.
Okay, great.
So it's gonna be tight, but we'll make it happen, so.
Okay.
You'll have some happy customers if you.
Well, including the
Something like
fireworks. I mean, I know something has to be done, so I just gotta get it. That's all I got.
Anything else for Calvin at this point? All right, thanks.
Thanks, Calvin.
Thank you.
Up and coming regular meetings. You guys, you've been sitting back there, but you haven't said anything. I didn't know if you wanted to say something, or?
No, we're renting the Eureka Center for a wedding.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You need a permit.
Okay.
You got our invites?
All we need is to sign that, I think, for you.
I see.
Up and coming regular meetings and town news. The regular selectmen's meetings will be held Tuesday, June 13th at 6:30, and Tuesday, June 27th at 6:30. Don't forget about the RSU referendum, June 13th, and the elections for selectmen on June 13th
And
as
budget,
well.
and budget committee as well.
And Budget Committee as well, correct. And that's on June 13th at Durham Community School, and the polls open 8 to 8.
Thanks, Ru.
Budget, yeah, that's for the budget, and, yeah, and so that should be all. We'll sign this, and then we will go into first of our 2 executive sessions.
why don't we do Calvin first, which is actually number 10,
Okay,
and then we'll
yep,
let him go.
yep, we can do that.
If I might, do you need us for anything, or?
No, but if you hang out for 2 seconds, I can actually hand you